Hey, what's happening? It's AG here. I want to film this video really quick. I got a webinar starting here in just a moment and share with you some information about breaking bottlenecks and empowering your employees that I think is really important, really relevant if you are a business owner that wants to scale up over time. And even if you don't have employees or never dream of having employees, there's some things that I think you'll take away from this video that are really, really important to at least think about if you want to create any sort of level of freedom in your life moving forward. Okay, so what is a bottleneck? A bottleneck is anything in your business that every other aspect of your business comes to a grinding halt until you solve that thing. Okay, so when I think back to my family's dry cleaning business from back in the day, one of the biggest bottlenecks was when there was a person that would have a major problem with their garment. So maybe it came back and it was still stained, or it came back and like some buttons popped off or something like that. Okay, and what happened was there was no real protocol in place that was empowering the employee to make a judgment call and either go buy a new shirt for the client or give them store credit or whatever. Okay, so what would happen is every single time one of these things came up, somebody, my father had to come in and he had to stop what he was doing and make the executive decision every single time for that particular issue. Okay, that was a bottleneck in the customer service channel inside the business. So this happens inside of sales channels. This happens inside of whatever processes you have in place to take care of your client and make sure, or your customer, and make sure that they get what they paid for. Okay, so part of this and part of what I did this weekend was really writing down as many places that I could think of that I'm having to make decisions in the business. And when I wrote all that stuff down, I noticed some patterns. There were some places where I'm continually making the same decision about similar stuff all the time. So what I did was I started creating protocols, and I've been doing this for a while, but it's like I have to revisit this all the time to create more efficiencies in the business so that I'm not being burdened with certain things that somebody else can take care of, and maybe somebody else could take care of more effectively. Okay, like as the business owner, you have to be doing the most high-level stuff that you can in the business and be hiring out the stuff that you do today so that you don't have to do it tomorrow. Okay, so for me, that's been like creating different protocols for my, in this example this weekend, for my assistant to follow, so that when somebody sends a specific message, she knows how to respond. Okay, and if she doesn't know how to respond, then she lets me know, and then I tell her how I would respond and why. So educate her in that process, and then over time we continue to build this protocol out for this specific situation. So that's what I was doing this weekend. Okay, building these things out, okay, for now and for the future, so that when we continue to hire new people, that these things are being handled and I don't have to think about it. I don't have to use brain power every single day to make that decision. Neither does she, and neither does that future employee. Okay, because these things are being handled and we know how to handle them every single time versus having to craft that email every time or having to figure this thing out. Another thing that we're working on internally is creating videos to help answer questions that we get all the time. So frequently asked questions in your business, make some videos answering those questions so that if somebody does have it, you can send them the video rather than having to type out an email. Or maybe you don't make a video, but you create a template that you can work from inside of Gmail or whatever your email service is, so that you can just send that stuff out and save yourself not only the time, but the mental processing power to work on other things in your business. Okay, so that's my tip for the day is, what can you do to release some of those bottlenecks that are just stopping your business and waiting for you to make a decision all the time, so that, if you release those and you empower your employees or you create processes for yourself, you can release all that time and things become so much easier for you. So that's what I got for you here today. If you have questions about how to apply this to your business, comment below. We can get creative. We can brainstorm. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. I got more videos for you like this Monday through Friday all the time, letting you inside the back end of my business, sharing with you what's working for me, what's not, and any other insights that come along the way. So that's it from me. Over to you. Cheers. Thanks for watching my video. If you got some value out of it, give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them as quick as possible. And then click that subscribe button if you want to get updates for all of our new upcoming content they're publishing every single day. I'll see you on the next video.